Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wendy Lindo Show, where you will meet people that are inspirational, courageous, and people that change lives. So, for today's episode, I'm very, very excited, and it's a dream come true because I have one of the amazing men, and he also caught my heart when I was in college, and he's with me today. He's the host, a composer, and he's the king of R&B. Without further ado, let me introduce JayR.
Wow, dream come true? Whoa.
Yes, it is dream come true.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes, it's a dream come true because when I was in the Philippines, I was in college, or yeah, I would always watch your show with Kyla,
Yes,
and it
Kyla.
caught everyone loves your your song, especially those who are broken.
Heartbroken
Mga
songs.
heartbroken.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yes.
Shout out to Kyla. What's up, girl? Oh, diba?
Hi, Kyla.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kyla's a really big part of my career. That's why I love that girl. She's such a inspiration in my life. Super. Oh. Hello, Kyla.
Yes.
Much love for you, girl.
And then JayR, like what I said, thank you for coming here.
You're welcome.
And of course,
I
you're
feel like
with
I've
a
been here
guard.
before. I feel like this is.
It's like a home. It's a home. So the TWLS also wanted to know, when did you first came here? I know you were born here in
Yeah.
Glendale, California,
Yes,
and you
yes.
went to the Philippines to pursue your singing career.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was born here in Glendale, California, and I did my singing thing around the valley, dito, where like around North Hollywood area and mga Sun Valley area. You know, that's where I grew up. But when I finally got my record deal, it was in the Philippines now. It's 2003. Yeah, and I moved there. I went with my mom and went with my friend Jimmy Muna, and we moved everything there. Mom stayed siguro for mga 1 month muna, just make sure everything is good. Because I was like 22 years old at the time, 2003. Tapos, after that, she left me and I was out in the world just by myself for the first time ever.
Wow.
And it was the greatest experience that I've ever experienced. I wouldn't change a thing. You know, there was a lot of ups and downs. A lot of downs also, pero it doesn't overcome the ups because all the ups and the success that it came with moving to the Philippines, it's priceless talaga.
That is right. So did you request it to your mom? Did you ask her that you wanted to pursue and go to the Philippines? Is that what happened?
No, actually, ayoko pumunta sa Pilipinas. So they were making me go to the Philippines. Shout out to Tita Jeline for convincing us to go to the Philippines. And the only reason why I didn't want to go kasi I was born and raised here in America. And before, back in the day when we used to hear about the Philippines, it was just pretty much through word of mouth or the news because there wasn't social media, there wasn't Twitter, there wasn't anything. So when I would hear about the Philippines, it would be negative. It would be like, pag pumunta ka dun,
Papatay.
makikidnap ka dun.
Hold up.
You're gonna be held for ransom and there's guerra dun sa Pilipinas, ganito. So naturally, you know, as an American boy, Filipino-American, parang natatakot ako umuwi sa Pilipinas. I don't want to get kidnapped, you know? So when they're trying to convince me to go to the Philippines, ayoko talaga. Not only that, but because of course I'm an artist, and if you know, I got dreams that are big. I grew up in America, and if I want to make it, I want to make it here in Hollywood,
That
right?
is
So
right.
that's why that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go. Pero finally, when I finally finished some songs professionally done with my group First Impression, we walked into every record label here sa LA. We even we even got picked up in a limousine and flew to New York to meet with these record labels, diba? But the only thing is when we walk into the door, nakita nila kami, and they were wondering like, wow, you guys are Asian? Like, we didn't know. We thought that you were black or white because, you know, I think we even sent in cassette tapes. You know, we didn't have money back then, so we couldn't print. Mahal pa ang mga printing, or like even printing CDs. It wasn't, the technology was very new, so it was very expensive. So we didn't get to send them pictures of us. And when they found out we're Asian, they told us it was declined already. Mm There's no market for Asians, right? So that was kind of like a bummer for us. And it was actually parang a wake-up call na parang, okay, we really have to work harder because we're not going to get the chances of like other people because we're Asian, right? So we really, really worked hard. So by this time, you know, we kept going, and the group First Impression, there was Mike Gabriel, there's Alex Bacani, there's Jimmy Muna, there's Owen Amarao, and then Chris Lawrence joined the group later. But, you know, we kind of broke up because everyone got married, other people went to school, ganito. So nag-solo na ako. And when I went solo naman, that's the time I found, Tita Jeline finally convinced me. And then we gave my music Universal Records. Shout out to Tita Beliatan, the late Tita Beliatan. And then they loved it. They gave me a record deal instantly. And while I was there, nag-meeting din ako with GMA. Tita Jeline brought me over to Miss Wilma Galvante and Darling De Jesus of GMA. And they gave me a TV deal. So sabi ko, you know, I'm gonna move to the Philippines. I got all this stuff. Initially, we went lang for 1 year, not 1 year. The year before, we went for meetings lang to meet with the record label, with the TV network. And then when I got the deal, you know, I went back home. All my stuff nilagay ko sa mga balikbayan boxes, and I flew with my studio, my little itty bitty studio. That I flew over to the Philippines, and until now I still have all that equipment. But my studio, I just been building it because I've been in the Philippines for 18 years now.
Wow.
You know, ang dal-dal ko, you know. I've been talking so much.
No, I love it. I love it. Yes. So your career, I wanted to know what was your first break. You mentioned to me that there's one song that it was like a open door.
Yeah.
That's where all the endorsement started to coming in.
Yes.
And what song is that?
Yes, Bakit Pa Ba?
I love that
Bakit
song.
Pa Ba, written by Venny Saturno, a legend in the industry. He has so many hits under his belt. He has a catalog of just platinum. I mean, just Jaya's album na Diamond Platinum pa lang, that speaks for itself, just that project. But Bakit Pa Ba was really the pinnacle of everything. Parang ever since that song came out, it traveled around the world. And when that song came out, I was able to travel around the world because of it, doing shows. And because of that, you know, yeah, like you said, a lot of endorsements came through, and ang dami I can't even name everything, but there's that was really the start of everything.
And until now, everyone is listening to that song. And every time I would listen to that, oh my God. I love listening to love songs, especially with all the songs. And you also do cover song as well.
I do.
Yes.
So when you hear the song, do you feel a little heartbreak from?
When I introduced you, I said that you caught my heart. No, because it's just a great song.
Yeah.
And I don't know what inspired that song, because I thought it was you were the composer of that song, and it was Venny Saturno.
Venny Saturno.
Yes.
Venny presented me, I think like 4 or 5 songs at the time. Tapos, when I heard Bakit Pa Ba, I was like, wow, parang ito yun eh. This is the one I want to sing. It's so good, you know. But it's funny about songs, right? Parang when you hear a certain song when you were younger, and then years later when you hear it, it kind of brings you that feeling of being younger back in the
Yes,
days,
yes,
right?
that
So
is
that's why I was
right.
asking. When you hear Bakit Pa Ba, were you heartbroken at the time or something?
I think so.
oh no.
Can I have a sample
Oh
of that
no.
Bakit Pa Ba?
Sure,
Because, oh
sure.
my God, it's my favorite
So
song.
it goes, Bakit pa ba nagawa? Nasaktan ko ang isang tulad mo na labis na nagmamahal. Hindi napansin na walang katulad ang ala ng pag-ibig mo sa akin. Ako sana muli ay patawarin.
Oh my God, your voice. It's like falling in love with, another. But anyway, I love that song. And then
Thank you.
I know you've been married with your music career for many, many years.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
now you just got married
With the woman
with
this
the
time.
women at this time. So how do you balance music and your beautiful wife?
Well, there's before getting married, we were already in the flow because we were dating. We were together already, like 7, 8 years already before we got married. So we already had a flow of schedules. And Simika, she's also an artist. She also sings. She acts, dances. She does a lot of stuff. She's a businesswoman.
Wow.
This Mika I admire so much. She's so smart. She has a really good head on her shoulders, and I learned a lot from her. Kaya it's easy to balance because while we're going through life, it's not always gonna be easy, diba? And minsan you need another perspective
Yes.
to really, get things going and to really give you good insight. And minsan you need someone out of the box, and my wife is there to do that for me, and that's what I love. We get to really have that balance and communicate with each other, and I
And
admit it.
understand each other.
Exactly, we have to
The
understand
same
each other.
industry, yeah.
Absolutely, we're not. It's not easy the whole time. It's really a lot of work, because let's say, like in acting, like when she's doing a scene and it's a hot scene, it's like a
Yes.
sex scene. There's kissing scenes and she's wearing barely anything, and but for me it's okay because I'm in this industry and I've also done scenes like kissing scenes,
Yes.
and stuff like that, and I've been on the other side of that, diba? Kaya when my wife is doing it naman, parang it's a lot of people always ask me that. It's like, how do you do that?
How do you handle?
How do I handle that?
Yes.
And I don't know. It's not really anything to handle. Kasi we just really understand each other.
You grew in the same industry, so
Yeah.
maybe there's mutual respect as well and trust.
The weird thing is, before Mika, after I broke up with my girlfriend, before Mika, I told myself, I was like, I'm never gonna date anyone that's show business. I just want regular girl. I just want just hardworking girl and a good girl. And I met Mika, and at the time she wasn't even in show. She was a singer. She was trying to get her album out and her singles out, pero hindi siya artista. And I was like, okay, this is the perfect girl. And it's so funny, all of a sudden, she gets like these teleseries and ganito, we're walking around LA, like, yung mga Pinoy kilala siya. Oy, kumusta? Hello. So, but all of a sudden she's like an artista. But, okay lang naman. Even though I promised myself I wouldn't marry an artista anymore, it's different with Mika. Like, she doesn't have this like whole, she's able to separate it, separate it from our relationship, and it's just a good balance.
That's important, especially. Wow.
Ang dami.
It's great. I would always see her with you, like in Laguna Beach and
Oh,
IG
yeah.
stories. And yeah, she can dance, she can sing, she can act,
Right,
and
right.
Versatile. Yes.
Tama.
And then would you like to also promote one of the reasons that you're here is you wanted to promote your concert, your upcoming concert.
Oh, yeah, for
Tell
sure.
the viewers, the TWLS viewers.
Okay, well, everybody, I just hope you can check me out on my social media because the whole schedule is there, right? My social media is R&B JayR. That's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Kumu, right? Also, make sure to follow my YouTube channel. It's JayR Official. And my Spotify, it's JAY space R. But if you follow my social media, you will see my whole schedule there because I'm going around the U.S. doing a bar tour. Okay, we're doing just a bar tour right now because it's pandemic. We don't really want to do like two big venues, and we just want everyone chill and happy, right? So I'm gonna be coming to Chicago, to Las Vegas, to San Francisco, to Los Angeles. I'll be going to Modesto, going to Texas. I'm going to a lot of places to yeah. Basta, check me out on social media. But I want to promote when was it again?
Concert December 4 in LA.
December 4 in LA. We're going to be
November-
doing a very special Christmas show for the kids. It's going to be really cool. So please make sure to contact Garth Garcia on Facebook to get these concert tickets. Also, we're going to be doing November 4 in Modesto, and we're going to be collaborating with a lot of local artists there in Modesto, which is going to be cool because I love spreading the knowledge about the industry, and I love putting up the next talented performer. So we're going to be doing a lot of that in Modesto, and we hope you get tickets. Make sure to call up Garth Garcia because tickets are going so fast right now. I mean, even here, Wendy got like 30 people out here already buying tickets. She rolls deep. That's how Wendy is. She be rolling deep. It's really like 30 people, huh? Because we were out there. She's not lying.
Yeah, it was. Everyone was like shouting when they saw JayR, and there, it is right. There's like 30 people who bought VIP tickets.
That's so cool.
And like what I was saying, what we do here at the Wendy Lindo Show is spread, the news, promote our artists and the upcoming artists as well.
Yeah.
So I have one more question
What's up?
before we end the show. Like if I'm an upcoming new artist, right? And I wanted to get to your level. What are the tips or advice that you could give me to get to where you at right now?
That's a good question. You know, it's different for me because yung hilig ko, right? It's about singing really, and that's my passion. So I'm really singing every day. I'm practicing. I'm trying to like learn new techniques for singing. I'm trying to get my voice higher. You know, so for these new artists that are out there, it's really about persistence. You know, you got to really identify what you're really good at. And for me, my best asset is my voice, and I work on it every day. I'm singing every day. I'm practicing new songs every day. I'm writing songs every day. So it's right now, I'm not going to say it's easy, but back in my day, for you to really get your music on, you would have to get signed to a record label, right? But now we have the internet to really promote our music. You know, we got Spotify, we got TikTok, we got Instagram, Facebook. We got all types of platforms right now that you can get on, and you know that's what's important right now is you get on your social media. And I think what's important is you get on making original music, good, great quality music, and put that music out yourself and keep growing. It's not about just one song that you put out. It's about putting out like 36 songs. It's about the long run. So once you put out that song, don't get comfortable. Keep doing it, keep going, keep getting better at your craft, keep making better songs, keep getting better at singing, even keep getting better producing your own songs. Get to know the internet, how you can release your music through an aggregator like DistroKid, like CD Baby, like whoever's out there. You can just, because there, I mean, I can keep going on for days and days, but you know, just this is it right here. Just be persistent. Just
And
work hard.
Discipline too, right?
Discipline, yes.
Discipline. Because there's going to be a lot of new talents. If you get comfortable, there's going to be new talents coming in, and
Yes.
they could just surpass and excel.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that is great. And by the way, I would like to also thank our sponsors for today. As we mentioned, there's like 30 people, and I would like to shout out the Embutidos who brought us some food, and also Pink and Purple, and then there's also Marie Claire, the Puto Plan, and a lot more. And thank you again, JayR.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate
for having me.
you. And also
Likewise.
Garth, who's also my friend in the
Hey,
business.
Garth. What's up, Garth?
Garth Garcia.
Shout out to you, boy.
I'll see you, Garth. And we're also going to have probably a couple of songs with some of the artists from LA to jam with JayR. So again, is there any other thing that you wanted to add?
Meron akong bagong kanta ngayon. It's a Tagalog song called Hinay. So please follow me on Spotify. Just search JAY space R and check out Hinay. All right.
Can I have a sample of that Hinay before we end the show?
Of course. It goes like this. Biyahe ng malayo, galing sa trabaho, kay raming laman ng isip. Bawi na lang tayo, yakapin mo na ako nang maramdaman ng init ng aking pag-ibig. Hawak sa'king bisig, bibigay ko ang iyong hilig. Sa iyong mata'y tumirik, luhay ay mangilig, para kang nananaginip. Babagal ang mundo, susulitin natin ang gabi. Yeah, yeah. Huwag kang mag-alala, di tayo nagmamadali. Sa akin ay lumapit, tayo'y hinay lang. Sa palad ko'y kumapit, tayo'y hinay lang. Alright, go check it out on Spotify, everybody.
Wow, I was just dancing here with that beat. Thank you, JayR,
You're
so
welcome.
much for gracing our show here. And to all the viewers of TWLS, I'm also promoting his concert. There's going to be different dates, and I'm going on December 4 in LA. So, magkita-kita po tayo sa next episode ng The Wendy Lindo Show.